Hey yo, it's winter time. It's getting cold out. It's about to get crazy. No name cast. Finna talk Smackdown from January 19th. What's good? How everybody been? I appreciate you tuning in. We got eyes on the op. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So we just keeping our eyes open for how he moving around these streets in the moments. But we definitely finna talk this Smackdown though. I mean, before we get into it, comment, subscribe, do all the likes, do all the shares, and make sure you tune in to NXT Levelup. I think that's streaming on Fridays after SmackDown, technically Tuesdays before NXT. It's the pre-show. It's in 205 spot. There's a level of affection that I have for it. It's taken me a while to really lean into how I feel about all of them down there, but pardon me, it's like looking at, it's like watching Tough Enough and Breaking Ground all over again. For me back in 2015. So I appreciate, what it is they offer and what it is they bring to this every single week. And, you can only hope for, more of it, like that's where it all starts at. And I mean, for real now, it's like literally the very beginning of the journey. So, plenty of people like, what's good when OTM got Jada Parker on the team. We was just talking about it last week, so that's a really good look. You know what I mean? So shouts to all of them. I think that's definitely dope. And as we look at these randos in the passing, you know what I mean? They ain't who I'm looking for. I thought it might have been one of them. I just have to stop this thing a little early and beat people up, but you just give them that little quick nod of approval. Let them know they alright. You know what I mean? If they walking by and shit like that. But either way, like that was one of them. I mean, random hit, little thing that thought it was going to be easy and calm and, some sort of interaction with me at a tense level. And then we realized that ain't what happened. You know what I mean? Like, it's so much going on, I ain't even going to say much to it. It's none of my business for real. It's definitely one of those moments where I'd hop up, but that ain't the op I'm looking for, so we just going to keep moving. I don't even see something as an op for real. So it's not my problem. Let's keep it pushing. All right, so SmackDown was kind of fire. Rumble coming up. You know what I mean? I got to go check my Peacock. You know what I mean? Because I'm not about to be sitting here looking at random ads when I could be looking at all of the video packages. So it's going to be a solid week as far as that bill goes. Excuse me. January 19th, is that what we're looking at? Yeah. All right, so he was there, but then, Roman, the champ, of course, he was there, but he didn't really show up for the contract signing. Paulie came out doing all this extra, bunch of intros. It's levels to all of the intros and how they're done. I actually really enjoyed how Solo did the intro this week. But look, at the end of the day, it's all formula. It's been so formulaic over the years that, and then the music, honestly, in my opinion, sometimes that SmackDown, like, super happy PG. Like, I see where it's sellable, but the company's been sold now. So let's get into more of like a actual, a more rugged, more just like a little bit more that grittily developed. You know what I mean? Just like we're not saying we want the Attitude Era back, but we could definitely use some of that music and that energy back at it. So there goes that. Fatal 4-Way coming up, man. It's gonna be good. I can't wait to see Roman retain the title again. I like all three of them. I'm not even seeing a pin. It's not going to be disqualification. So who would have to get pinned on that? I could see AJ or LA Knight taking that pin. Randy, I don't think Randy going to look weak if he take the pin, but I'm liking Roman for the whole shebang. That's just how I feel about it. Some people not with it. Others ain't. You know what? I'm going to throw it out there. My man was talking about how he don't want Hogan's record to be beat by Roman. Respectfully, that has more to do with character development than it does with creative. So, in my humble opinion, I'm going to say that Roman needs to go ahead and run right past Mr. Bolea as far as holding on to the championship, because at the end of the day, Roman's got combined title reigns. I think there was some little small week in between, but how much we looking at when it comes to Hogan? Like, ain't they putting together stuff? All the math is screwy back in the 80s anyway, and this is why when we got all this technology, there's no reason why we still using a goddamn calculator to add it all up. Hulk Hogan needs to have his record beat. Roman needs to be number one. How we get this, how we get there. If we get there, okay, cool. But we definitely need to be passing Hulk Hogan if it's going to be all right. And I say that in respect to Mr. Bolea. I'm just saying times have moved forward. You can't have a longest reigning Intercontinental Champion and then have the Intercontinental Championship getting all this shine and luster, and then you don't do that for the main championship, and then the new one, and then we got all this shit going on with Seth, which I'm not even doing it right now. So, Roman was going, what was it? Paulie going to go and get all of the litigation and the legalities involved, and SmackDown trying to manage to go the same with it. So we're not doing it. Works for me. I'm not mad at it. He not with it. He said you don't want to sign a contract, then the title's gonna be vacant. The match shit is gonna be on the line anyway. Oh, well that changes things, now doesn't it? And I guess that's what we're gonna be doing then. So, the title gonna be on the line. Fatal 4-way, whatever. Got it out the way. Let's move forward. Styles bro with Knight. Orton promised Orton promised he'd reintroduce Reigns to RKO. Okay, fine. It's a light. It was a light. It was for the youngest fans. We need something that's going to get a little bit more going on. Great to see Randy, Star Value, RKO. Even got things on the vibes with the RKO later on. Now, let's start looking around and seeing what we about to run into. So far, SmackDown went. Nice little opening. I wasn't really upset about it. LA Knight, AJ Styles, perfect. Solo wants to get his comebacks. Good. I'll take it. And then Jimmy right there holding him down. Perfect. Santos and Angel and Berto beat the LWO. Look, tag division heating up, bro. Enough said. DIY over there. We got these two teams over here. We got motherfucking Creed brothers still ain't even say too much yet. They had their moment. A lot going on, man. I'm optimistic for what we're looking at. So there goes that. Now, Carlito being around. Okay, fine. I see what's going on here as far as the booking goes with how that played itself out. Okay, fine. LWO strong. LWO X Carlito would be stronger, but I think Carlito just being part of the LWO is exactly what we need. And then we need Zelina, and then we need Ray back. So get well soon, Ray. Get well soon, Wesley, just saying. And, yeah, like I said, shouts to everybody down there in the Level Up process. Who took that main event? No Quarter Catch Crew and Hank and Tank. All right, Hank and Tank is slow. They getting on their way. They got a lot of energy. Slow build that. And then No Quarter Catch Crew, man. These guys are next. I feel like I'm looking at a modern day, man. What was those guys called, man? Oh, damn, it's killing me. RP Eddie Guerrero and Perry Saturn and them. And then D. Malenko and Chris Benoit. That stable. That's what I'm looking at with these four, to be sincere. Like, I'm just not thinking of it as coming off the top. And just as random as I threw Level Up back in. Logan Paul targeted Kevin Owens' arm in a brutal assault because he got KO to take off this cast and start going crazy on him. Okay. I mean, are they done with Logan Paul in this United States Championship run? Are they done? Because, KO being the face of America again doesn't look too bad right now. I like Logan Paul with this championship, I'm not going to lie. But if it's time for KO to get it back, then I ain't cool. Let Logan Paul go back on tour and do all the things that he does in social media, make a star, blah, blah, blah. All right. So there goes that. Logan Paul he's great. KO is clearly great. Let's keep it moving. Tag titles for the women. Alba Fire, Katana Chance, and then Kaden, and then Isla Dawn. Okay, so Unholy Union, Isla Dawn, and Alba Fire. Okay, about time. We ain't seen them since the holidays. Now they back. Might have a little bit of time for them. They lost to Ronda and Ronda and Shayna before Ronda left. And the titles got unified. Now I don't even know what's being talked about down there on NXT with these women's tag team championships. Act like I ain't catch that one. I heard that this week. So we just gonna wait for things to continue to stir up. Kaden and Katana picking up the win is obvious. I already knew that was gonna happen. I told you they was training for fucking years for this. So at this point, if they not picking up more victories, like this needs to be another one of those situations where we got a longest reigning women's tag team championships, and then we got a whole whoever gets them next after that matters. So we need to get the division in order and just leave the titles on those two, and now they're at the top of the spots. Period. Point blank. They've been around for long enough. I've been watching Lacey Lane since the Mae Young Classic 2. Same thing with what is her name? Katana. Who's it? Casey Catanzaro. Yeah, there you go. So no. Leave the titles on them. They've earned them. Let's go ahead and get them represented well each week, and let's get this division in order, bro. That's how I feel about that. LA Knight, AJ Styles ended in no contest because Solo came out and went crazy on everybody as he should have. Make it right. That's fine. Randy Orton beat Solo Sikoa. I did not know that those two would be in the main event. I totally forgot. That's fine. I thought Randy and AJ was the main event. Co-main event, so you call it like that. Top of the card stuff, good stuff. Shout out to LA Knight for that. Glad he made it up, man. For real. And I hear the promos they trying to write for him. Tough enough. That's all I'm hearing. Hearing tough enough promos. And it's like, okay, still early, just testing them out. I'll give them the cringe that they was looking for. You know, the whole LA Knight promo, it was not something that it didn't sound extra LA Knight-esque. But sometimes you gotta go with that shit, and it's like he did just fine. He doesn't remind me of an Enzo, he reminds me of an LA Knight. So there goes that. And then what was that? And then yeah, Solo and then the RKO party. Look, man, first of all, shouts to Solo. Let's do it, let that get clear. Let that be clear. Shouts to Randy. The booking, as far as all of this goes, I'm gonna need to see a lot more of the offering. You know what I mean? Like, RKO is supposed to be out of nowhere. That's what I've learned about it over the time, and that's what I'm looking forward to every single time I get to see the show come on and he come on screen. I'm looking for him to do some shit that niggas ain't expecting to see in a very dope moment. A lot of those were fairly telegraphed. It is what it is. Randy's still strong. It's for the different fan base, so I'm not mad at it, but I was asking for a little bit more as far as that goes. We'll see what happens at the Rumble. The Rumble is going to be so exciting. For the women, for the men, I'm anticipating it. Definitely Road to WrestleMania, like, season is setting off. I'm ready for it. You ready for it? If you're not ready for it, then you ain't subscribed yet. And that means you need to subscribe so you can start getting ready for WrestleMania season, stream on Peacock somewhere over there. I'm going to go ahead and figure that out myself. All the things, y'all know the name. Go ahead and do the thing.